could take at least 2 hours to talk about Larry. Larry and I first met when I was in law school, and Larry worked a second job across from Sox Park at the Amoco Motor Station. His brother Riley and George Harris owned, and I used to park right next to Sox Park so I could take the L down. I didn't have the money to pay for parking. So occasionally my car wouldn't start, etc., old car. I go over to the Amoco station, and that's how I got to know Larry. Larry dropped out after one semester of law school because he had to support his family and he couldn't afford it. We became friends. He went back to law school. We remained friends. My late ex-partner, past president's organization, Jack Hayes, hired Larry, and because he had a family, paid him full-time salary as well as benefits, and the rest is history. We've tried many, many cases together. We've tried cases that lasted as long as 12 weeks. And you really get to know someone when you're on trial for 12 weeks. And I can say there's not a finer person, finer human being, a finer trial lawyer than Larry Rogers. He's had many multi-million-dollar verdicts. He's on over 14 boards, including DePaul University, St. Xavier, Providence, St. Mel in the past. He's been past president of this organization, Cook County Bar Association, and like Leonard Ring, he's well-loved, he's humble, he's self-effacing, and you'd never know to meet Larry just how absolutely superb a trial lawyer he is. He's had wonderful results, but he never forgot where he came from, and he's humble, much like Leonard was humble, as John mentioned. But I really am proud, Larry, because you are the best of the best. He's never turned anyone down. He's had ministers, he's had public servants trying to help the unfortunate in society, scholarships, countless occasions. Everybody comes to Larry from the South and West Side, and I've never heard him turn a person down. He's given hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to many charitable causes, but you'd never hear about it from him. But I want to tell you that because he is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the nicest human beings that God ever put on this earth. Not just a great trial lawyer, but a superb human being. As a result, I'm proud to call him my partner, and I'm proud to stand up here with his son, Larry Rogers Jr., an apple that didn't fall far from the tree, to present Larry with this prestigious award.
I first want to thank the Ring family. Mr. Ring's wife and daughter are here, Donna and Susan. Would you please stand up? I first met Leonard in, I believe it was 1985, when ATLA had a convention in Chicago, the convention where Bob Harris was elected president. And Leonard had a suite, and he was strategizing. Everyone came to Leonard's suite to see what Leonard thought and what he had to say. And I was a new lawyer, and nobody knew me, but Leonard invited me into his suite, allowed me to participate in the discussions, let me listen, and it let me know that I was associated with the right kind of organization. I tell all the young lawyers that stay true to ITLA, because ITLA really is a service organization. It does the things that are necessary to continue to do a good job in representing the clients that we serve. And that's so important. So I want to thank the Ring family for allowing me to participate in Mr. Ring's legacy. And I want to thank ITLA for allowing me to be associated with such a great organization. I also want to say a few things about my partner, Joe Power. And you heard Joe tell you that we met in a gas station. But Joe has been the person who has encouraged me throughout all of my legal career. He encouraged me to go back to law school. While I was in law school, he called me and said, you know, we got a law clerk's job open in our office and I think you ought to take it. And I did. I was hired. He worked to help me become a good lawyer. He helped me get the job working in the office after I graduated from law school and passed the bar. At the time, my children were living in California with their mother. He came to me and said, you know, we got this case that requires a lot of discovery and a lot of work out in California. I think you ought to ask to work on that case, and you'll get a chance to go out to California and visit your kids. And I did. And I used those trips to California, used those miles that I got on the airlines to pay for my children to come visit me in Chicago to get the tickets. Joe encouraged me to run for the presidency of the Cook County Bar Association. He said, I think you ought to do it. It'd be good for your career. And I did, and I became president of the Cook County Bar. Joe encouraged me to run for presidency of Italy. And I did, and it was good for my career. Throughout my entire career, he has done things to encourage me to do the best that I could. He said, I think you ought to try this case with me, the Madero's case. But it's gone even farther than that. He helped my son. My son became a law clerk in our office. When my son graduated law school, he was hired as a lawyer in our office. My son worked on this extremely important case with Joe that resulted in a $100 million settlement, the case that led to Governor Ryan going to prison. Goes farther than that. He hired my grandsons to work as clerks in the office, Trevor and Dominique. It goes even further than that. My ex-wife's son from her second marriage graduated from DePaul, graduated from DePaul's law school. He hired him as a law clerk in the office while he was in school. And Frederick's here tonight as well. So, Joe mentioned it earlier. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I never got a chance to know his father very well, but there's no doubt in my mind that the type of person that he is runs deeply throughout his family. His brother and his sister, Tommy, is here tonight. Margaret, they both welcome me in as friends just as much as Joe did. So what I'm saying is it's so important to cherish the friendships that you develop in life because they will mean so much to you throughout your entire life. And I have to tell you, because Joe is the kind of person that he is, the law firm that we have is the kind of law firm that it is. And the young lawyers that work in our office need to understand and know, and I know that they do, how important it is to work in an office where you have a man who leads that office and runs that office in a manner that makes you proud to be associated with it. So I can't tell you any more than that in terms of the friendship that I have with him and the things that he's done to make sure that we have the kind of office with the kind of lawyers that work in that office that are willing to work hard and do the best job that they can. So this award is not just my award, it's an award for our office, for Power, Rogers and Smith. And I'm extremely proud to receive the award, and I'm also extremely proud to be the custodian of the award. So thank you, Itla, thank you, Joe Power, thank you to my son, and thank you to the Lawyers Oval Office and all of you who are members and associates.